When we take a good look at any situation, it's possible to recognize that no matter how troubling a current circumstance may appear, in the grander scheme of things, the possibilities of the universe far exceed any present moment perceived limitations. What we consider to be our future plays a great role for us because it gives us the opportunity to determine which of the infinite possibilities that are available we would like to bring into our lives. And we have the amazing ability to imagine ourselves selecting a life we dream of from a limitless range of possible realities. Although it may appear on the surface that time moves mechanically in a linear fashion, it can be argued that it actually behaves organically, as something responsive and animated in relation to how a person feels. Have you ever experienced time as seeming to slow down or speed up depending on the current circumstance you are in? This is one way in which time shows itself to be reactive to what is happening in our reality. It also indicates that we have the ability to bring what is considered our future into our current reality in a much faster way than what may be understood by the mind and its logical constraints. The fastest way to experience a shift in our reality is by setting an intention to observe and experience our reality in a different way. When we change the way we observe the universe, we shift our experience of reality. Although there are infinite possibilities and realities we can experience, the brain is not designed to tune you into multiple realities all at one time. Just as your television broadcasts a show based on which channel you are tuned into, your brain interprets your reality based on which life frequency you are tuned into. It all exists at the same time. It's simply that if you want to experience something different, you must change the channel or the frequency. Another interesting note is that we already shift our reality thousands of times per day. The simple act of motion creates this shift. So this is not a power you need to acquire. You already have this skill as a natural part of who you are. It's only that you need to implement your skills deliberately to create a life that you choose to live. Try this concentrated form of shifting your reality. Number 1, think of something you want. You most likely want this something because you feel a lack of it and the feeling that you believe it would create. From a parallel reality aspect, it's vital to understand that your current circumstance of lacking this thing is only one possibility. That reality is no more solid than any other reality. It's only that you've been tuned into it. Number 2, create a declaration that your mind and the universe will understand regarding the fact that this is only one possible reality you could experience. For example, this reality is only one amongst infinite possibilities. I don't have to continue with it if I choose otherwise. My past thoughts and feelings created it, and that is the only reason it seems real. I now choose to shift my reality and experience something different. Number 3. Next, you'll want to shift your observation by thinking about your desired reality for about 5 to 10 minutes. You might find it helpful to visualize changing the channel of reality in your mind until you get to the desired results channel. Tell yourself that you are tuning into this frequency and making it your reality now. It's crucial that in your mind you are really living the ideal reality you choose for those few moments, and that you can feel the feelings that match that. It's okay to keep this process short so your logical mind doesn't try to step in and cause doubt. You're simply leaving the old reality behind and tuning into the new one and connecting to it for a few moments. Number 4. Once you feel you've made a complete shift with your thought patterns and your feeling states, get a note card or a piece of paper and write down the words, "I have selected my new reality of," and it is already mine. I have already tuned into it and experienced it. Next, just let the visualization part of the process go and move throughout your day with just the feeling states that you created. Anytime you find yourself shifting back to something that you don't like, read the words that you wrote down to remind yourself of your new reality and really feel how that feels. You are tuning into a channel where there was never a problem. Your ideal reality is already yours. You are living it. It is real now. You will know you're successful with this when you're not thinking, when will I have this? Or when will it manifest? When you've completely tuned in and matched this new reality, you will walk throughout your day feeling as though it's already a real thing, with all of the feeling states and confidence that matches that. Watching this video was only a probability to you a few moments ago. Your mind tuned into it because of the frequency that it's on. Your actual physically experienced you is also only one probable reality amongst an infinity of others. All of your so-called future events are probabilities as well. If there's something you don't like about your life right now, you can be certain that there's a reality where that is no longer true. You don't have to wait a certain amount of time to experience the life you dream of. Just tune yourself to the frequency where it's already yours.